For history was history, fools were we. Then we climbed a tree and finally we could see. Lo, then the internet made us smart, now know everything do we. Thus we share with thee these trifleries, till nobody learns nothing.
What's important right now is that recently John Sweezy went to a baseball game. Did you hear about this?
I did.
Where?
I did. Well,
look at it. Look at his jersey. He went to a Red Sox
stand
game.
up. Show
Red
everybody.
Sox. No, I didn't. I went to a Pirates game.
Wait, what Pirates? Do Pirates play games with their cutlasses?
Yes, Jay. Yes, they do. They
Do they
hit the
play
ball.
a game called Pin the Tail on the Syphilis? What game did you go to?
I went to what I would consider the greatest baseball park in Major League Baseball.
Ooh.
Wow.
I would say that. Given the
Wrigley
view,
Field.
No. Oh. PNC Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It has the most
Iconic.
beautiful view.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It really is. But it's only because Pittsburgh has an amazing history of baseball. Now,
Yes, they do.
Kyle has talked about the Pirates. Jay has talked about Pirates.
We've all been talking about Pirates.
And I'm going to talk about Pirates too. But my Pirates are the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Okay.
And because I am, as we
Nobody
record
saw this coming.
Yeah, right. As we record this episode, I am actually in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I went to a Pittsburgh Pirates game tonight. And they got slaughtered.
At Wrigley
awesome.
Field.
By the British Navy?
So how
That's
close?
the end of the episode.
Three Rivers.
They all
right?
got beat by syphilis. No, the Pittsburgh Pirates, as you all may or may well not know, has
By the Syracuse Syphiliers?
Yay.
Well, you're not far off, Jay. You're not far off at all. We are all baseball fans.
sure.
In our little triumvirate here, but the Pittsburgh Pirates, they started. You want to take a guess when Pittsburgh baseball started, fellas?
Wow.
Take a guess.
1892.
1902. 1842.
No. They started
1868.
Very close, Jay. That's the closest we've gotten. They started in 1876 as
Well, that's the centennial. What a great year.
as the Allegheny Baseball Club.
Allegheny Baseball
Wait,
Club.
Allegheny's not in Pennsylvania at all.
And their acronym is ABC.
Jay, why don't you check your geography and your maps? Because yes, it is.
Oh.
It's totally in Pennsylvania.
And also in New York.
Maybe so. But
ABC.
the Allegheny Baseball Club started in 1876. In 1877, they had a pitcher. And this is one of the things I love about baseball. They've got such great names. The pitcher for the 1877 Allegheny Ball Club was Pud Gavin.
Okay.
Pud Gavin.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Shall I
sorry
move
to interrupt,
on?
but no.
Pirates have
Back
great
up.
names.
Back up. Say
Yeah.
that whole thing it bears repeating. Say the entire thing all over.
The Allegheny Baseball Club in 1877
Yes.
was led to a 13-6 victory season under the pitcher, Hall of Famer, I might add,
Yeah, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you added that.
Pud Gavin. Pud Gavin.
Pud.
Pud. I don't even know what a pud is.
I do.
what?
I do. I do.
What's a pud? What is a pud?
It's not a nice term.
No. It's just
it
son of a
normally
gun.
In my experience, it describes a overweight child,
Oh.
a rather inefficient and
I always heard it.
overweight.
I always heard it was a male genitalia, like pull the pud.
Yes, okay.
Well, anyway, Dick Gavin was.
You're stopping
awesome.
there?
Oh,
do you
no,
have
no, no,
any?
no.
Do you have any more information on Pud Gavin? Like, I would love to hear more. Okay.
I don't. There's
Then I'll just say this.
There's not a whole lot on Pud Gavin.
You did say.
I will just say this briefly.
Yeah.
We'll put a pin in that. Like, I would love to dedicate an episode to Pud Gavin. Moving on.
No,
Okay.
not moving on until I say.
I'm enamored of Pud Gavin.
Kyle's
John.
like, no, we are not.
No,
moving on.
the guy's
Pud
name's
Gavin.
Pud, and he's a pitcher, correct?
Pud the
Yeah.
pitcher.
So he was in a game, and at some point he was having a bad time, and they needed to, replace him with another pitcher. And so at one point in the
somebody said,
old
"Pull
radio,
Pud."
someone said yank or pull Pud.
The manager has decided to pull Pud.
Yeah, pull the Pud.
They did, buddy.
And then
They did.
What happened?
They did.
An explosion
Well, I can tell you.
of excitement.
In
An
1880
explodation.
Yeah, that's right.
In 1882, they became the Alleghenies. The team changed the name to the Alleghenies in 1887. 5 years
Rebrand.
Hey,
later.
Kyle, you're in advertising. Is that a
Yeah.
good rebrand? Do you like that one?
Well, I understand, and I don't blame you. So they said no.
Beep,
So they,
beep, 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 beep.
they moved. They left the what was called the Associated League,
Okay.
and they went to the National League in
The
1887.
famous Associated League? Wow, wow. I can't believe they decided to leave that storied league.
Well, yeah, and you would not be surprised to this, Jay, but many players went bullshit. And in 1890,
You
a
don't
bunch
just
of
leave the
players,
Associated League and expect to get away with it.
No
You
way.
A bunch of
crazy?
players-
Are you insane?
everybody left that league, and they all went to another league called the Players League, and a new
Wow.
team called the Pittsburgh Burgers.
Wow, that's awesome. I would
they all
love
went
to
to the-
see their
They went to
emblem.
the Pittsburgh Burgers, and in 1890 and-
logo, please. Can we get that up on the
we get-
on the website
Dave,
or
could
something?
you put that up there? but here's what's crazy is
This whole thing is crazy, son. Like, let's not
the Alleghenies.
narrow our focus too much.
All those players left the league, and the Alleghenies did not do too well.
Oh,
They
man.
suffered tremendously. They went 23 and 113.
Oh, geez,
That surprises me. I got to be honest.
That's a lot of games.
That's
For
they
that
played a lot of
early.
games. They've always
Well, yeah.
baseball has always had a lot of games, but
Okay.
the
I
Alleghenies
guess so.
really suffered. But the
Wait. How many games in a modern season in the year 2025? How many games
160?
will the Astros play? The whole?
162,
160? 162 is it 162? Yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
So it's not far off. But that league did not last.
They could have been the Anies.
So what happened though, and this is how we're
I
getting
got
to
that
the
reference.
we're getting to the Pirates. What happened is
The Butt
that.
Pirates, it sounds like.
the league failed. That
You don't
American
say.
American Association League failed.
I didn't see this coming. I honestly didn't see
all the players that were in that league went back to their original teams. The team said, "Come on back. We know you strayed." It's kind of like the National Rodeo Association and the Professional Bull Riders Association started their own thing, and the Bull Riders thing didn't work out. So they said, "Come on back. We're going to."
This is a reference no one is going to understand.
Nobody gives a shit, but because the PBR is still on. But the point is everyone said, "Hey, it's okay, fellas. Come on back. We're going to take you back in." But
Okay.
one thing happened.
What's the change?
Second baseman Louis Beerbar, who played for the Philadelphia Athletics,
Okay.
was not asked back by the Philadelphia Athletics.
Oh, dang.
Guess who picked him up?
The Pittsburgh, what are we called now?
The Pittsburgh
Privateers?
Privateers. Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck they're
You
called at
son
that
of a
point.
bitch. Son of a gun. Son of a
But
gun.
he was picked up, and everyone went, whoa, what are you doing? No, but he was picked up. And so people started going, that was, and I don't even know if this is a word, but they go, that was piratical.
Oh.
You might as well say a nonsense word like metallurgy, dude. Like that
Right.
doesn't
I
even
know,
make any
right?
sense.
Right?
Or
You have
puritanical.
syphilis. How dare you? And so,
Piratical.
Oh, it
Lou,
showed up a lot
oh,
in my crap, by the way.
Lou went
Really
back.
piratical?
He went-
Piratical kept showing up. Even Sierra, my
Relating
wife,
to pirates?
Sierra and I watched a lot of. I forced my wife to watch a lot of pirate stuff over the last couple of days, and yeah, piratical came up multiple times. And
Oh, that's a
we
real
even-
word.
More often
I'm
than
not
like,
saying that. I'm just saying it showed up on these videos.
All
it
right.
came.
Wow.
It came up more often than like puritanical.
Yeah, puritanical.
Puritanical. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, anyway, the
John,
puritanical.
John,
I'm with
don't
you.
just skip over this. Like, let's invent a word. Like, we have a podcast. Let's invent a word. Like, let's invent puritanical. Puritanical.
That's a pirate with little tiny arms.
syphilical.
Let's invent Puritanius Rex.
Well, many of the Pittsburgh Pirates back in the day had syphilis, and they
And
all
tiny
died.
arms. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a shame.
Before making it to the Hall of Fame.
Well, anyway, Lou Bierbauer, he was a second baseman.
Just stop there.
Doesn't
We're
Bauer
done.
just mean beer as well? Isn't it like that? Just beer? What's
Yeah,
Bauer?
Yeah, it was Lou Beer.
Okay.
I'm Lou Beer, here to promote my new drink, beer.
Catchy. It
Yeah,
would work.
well-
I think it would work.
Yeah.
Well,
Better than
anyway,
the Algerians or whatever their name was first.
People around the league, especially the Philadelphia Athletics, were up in arms, as you can well imagine. They were up in arms and going, how dare you steal our player? So they, the Pittsburgh Alleghenies, were given the nickname Pirates because they had pirated away, they had stolen a player from
Wow.
another team.
That's
And so-
that's very interesting because if I can do a quick little anecdote, my daughter just started college this year in Georgetown, Texas, at a place called Southwestern. They are known as the Pirates, completely landlocked, have no business being called Pirates. And they were given the moniker Pirates because way back in the early days, the Southwestern sports ball team beat the Baylor sports ball team in Baylor and then partied and destroyed the town. And so the headline the following morning in Waco, Texas, was the Pirates of Southwestern or whatever it was called at the time.
Looted
Blah, blah,
and
blah.
plundered.
Yeah. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
they
if you're
got
a
it
pirate,
through, yeah.
I mean, if you're a pirate, you've got a good thing going on.
yeah.
When you're a pirate all the way from the
Blip, blip,
banks
blip,
of
blip.
banks of Jamaica to the eastern East Cape.
Yeah.
Good job, Franco.
That was
Thank
it.
you. Thanks.
Anyway, that was in 1891. The pirate name sort of stuck, and it wasn't until 1912 that they actually were called the Pirates, but their uniforms didn't reflect that until 1912.
No, that's when they went black
But-
and gold.
But also, yeah, in 1899, This is another big
we're going backwards again.
scandal.
Whoa,
scandal.
whoa.
Scandal
Whoa,
time.
whoa. Yeah.
In
Quiet down,
1899,
folks. We're about to have a major revelation.
A gentleman bought half of the Pirates team. He bought it.
When you say
And he
gentleman
Yeah. Did you mean George III?
or a non-syphilis,
He
Never
had,
mind.
he
Go
did
ahead.
not have syphilis. Yes, that's
the
why he
gentleman
made him a
in my
gentleman.
book.
Right.
And-
That's how
but
you gauge
he-
gentleman status.
He also owned the Louisville Colonels.
Colonel.
Now you're making shit up.
No,
John,
I'm not. I am not.
John,
Jay.
we
Jay,
trusted you.
I would never do this to you.
he owned the Louisville Colonels.
The Colonels.
Really?
in Louisville,
Not my
Kentucky.
Louisville Colonels.
And that team folded. But what he did in the middle of the night was he shipped half
In the middle of the night.
half the Louisville Colonels. He shipped
At
them right up
exactly
to Pittsburgh.
12:01 a.m.
He
Wait,
put
you mean
them
like
right, he put them on a boat right on the river and shipped them right up to fucking Pittsburgh.
I'm sorry. Which river was this?
Yeah, what's the river that goes from
the
St.
Allegheny
Louis
River?
to
It could have, I think it was the Allegheny River. Yes,
It was not the
Allegheny, or maybe it's the Louisville River. I don't know. Whatever
Yeah.
whatever river connects to Louisville.
It's the
and
best
connects up
river, I'm
there.
sure.
The best.
And anyway, he fastly put together a new Pittsburgh team.
And he stole players and,
And they-
very pirate.
They kicked ass because one of their players,
Jack Sparrow.
no. Oh, damn it.
Whoa, take it easy.
Oh, yeah.
It's all right.
Grace
all right.
O'Malley.
One of their players, which is, I've got to say, one of the greatest baseball names I've ever heard in my
Oh,
life.
okay, bring it on. I love a good name.
Dorcas Riley?
Damn it!
Sorry, I'm sorry. I was guessing.
Steal my thunder
I'll wait.
Jay.
Holding my breath. Holding my breath.
His name was Albert Honus Wagner. He was known to his players as Honus. 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 He was also called the Flying Dutchman because of his speed and his German heritage.
You mean
Not his
That's all I've
Dutch
got.
heritage. Not his Dutch heritage. His German
No,
heritage is
it's
like,
German. We're going to call you the Flying Dutchman because you're Spanish.
You're so German.
You're so German. We're going to call you another country. Anyway, no, he was.
Please,
he was-
can anyone tell me who the Flying Dutchman was and what that was? Help our audience and me.
the Flying Dutchman was Albert Honus Wagner. But
That's who the Flying Dutchman is.
that's
Like,
his name.
He's not
He was called
named
the Flying
after the Flying Dutchman. He is the Flying Dutchman.
Was there a pirate named the Flying Dutchman? Is that what you're getting at?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
but I don't know
But
who
it
the
sounds
Flying
very
Dutchman is.
piratey. It sounds like it could be a pirate thing.
Like flying
But,
a flag.
He started
A
when he was
jack,
age
if you
15,
will.
15 years old. And he
Oh.
played with the Colonels, and then he moved up to the Pirates.
That's cool.
Also, something about old Albert Honus is he played every single position.
Whoa. See, that's cool. One thing I remember growing up when I learned along the way, now it's different, but that one league had everyone bats, everyone plays field. And then I learned that there were two leagues and that was the main difference is that the pitcher didn't have to bat. And I remember going, wow, that's kind of lame. I mean, you play baseball or you not play baseball. You got a bat. I mean,
what, you got syphilis or something?
no, so I was
P also
always
stands for pussy.
that sometimes I'm not going to argue.
It rarely stands for that. by the
Well,
way.
I just learned.
You down with OPP?
I just learned before this podcast. I just learned that the designated hitter exists in both leagues now. I didn't realize that.
Wait, I thought it went the other way.
No. There's a DH in the AL and the NHL. Or the NL.
Gross. Boo.
Anyway.
Hey, did you see a game? Did you see a Pirates game? Actually, an actual game?
I was at a Pirates game tonight. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But
Tonight?
What's really cool about the Pirates is that they actually created the very first. You ready for this, Jay?
I don't think so, but
Here it comes.
Can I not be ready, or you don't care about me?
I do care about you, Kyle, but you have syphilis.
yeah, and you don't know the difference between the AL and the NL. So go
You
ahead, John.
think somebody would care a little bit more about me if I had syphilis?
The Pittsburgh Pirates created the World Series.
No, that doesn't sound. That doesn't actually sound right.
They did.
How did one team create the combination of two
I'll tell you,
leagues?
it's funny you mention that because there was a pirate by the name of Jean Lafitte.
Yar.
He didn't say yar.
There,
He was
in
French and he said yee.
In 1903, there was already an existing National League, and there was a fledgling American League. And the
That's a bird,
American League had the Pittsburgh Pirates. The National League had the Boston Americans, which we now know as the
Wow.
Boston Red Sox.
Yeah.
And they said, hey,
They really downsized from an entire country as their mascot to their
Let's just
socks.
go to some dirty socks. But they said, hey, let's look, you've won your league, we've won our league. Let's have a series to determine who's really the best. And they played the very first World Series in 1903. The Boston Americans won that series.
Oops.
However,
they stole the trophy like some pirates.
they did.
Plundered.
The Boston Red Sox did come back and win like in 1903. No, when did they win? They won a couple other times. I don't have my years. But they won a couple. So the Pirates were actually pretty good. They won like the next year, and then 2 years later,
Cool.
they were a powerhouse in the early days of baseball. But they won in 1925. They made it to the World Series, but lost in 27. But I want to get back to Honus, because Honus.
I do too.
Honus is when I went to the ballpark.
The onus
tonight,
is on you.
Oh, snap, dude.
That's all I got.
when I went to the ballpark tonight, I walked into the clubhouse or whatever where you get your schlock, your T-shirts and everything, and I said, guys, do you guys have a Honus Wagner shirt? Anything?
No
They're
way.
They're like, who?
Oh.
You got to be kidding me. Honus Wagner. Oh, my God. First of all,
They didn't even punch you in the face. Like in 1902, they would have punched you in the face.
You're
What
damn
has
right they
happened to
would've.
that city?
so he was in the first Hall of Fame class of 1936.
1936 is the first Hall of Fame.
Yes, he was in the class with, get this, Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth, Honus Wagner, and some other guys. But damn it, he was there. In 1908, he was paid $10,000 a year. He was the highest paid Pittsburgh Pirate. Wow. And here's the most brilliant part. You're gonna love this, fellas.
Okay. He had
Syphilis. No. In 1919, he was in the film Spring Fever.
Now you're okay. Now
No.
you're officially lying. Everyone knows
You
this.
probably know
It's no Ray,
starred
but you know.
our favorites, Moe and Shemp Howard.
Whoa!
From the three
Two
fucking
Stooges.
Stooges. Yeah. So, I mean,
Damn, no.
Honus was the shit. Oh, and then if this isn't everything, when I was at the ballpark, I met a guy and I'm asking, do you have a Honus Wagner shirt? And he's like, he was an old dude, and he's like, I don't work in this store often. I don't know.
Where am I? What's happening?
They're wolves after me. He goes, I will tell you, my father, he grew up in these parts, and he was Honus Wagner's paper boy back in the day.
Somebody's got to be right.
I said, motherfucker. He goes, I asked my dad one time, did you get an autograph? He went, no. What the F? How do you not get the autograph of the guy that started the freaking World Series?
Back up a tiny bit, if you would. What was Honus Wagner's heyday? What years? When was he at his peak?
Late 1800s to 1920.
Okay. Let's back this up just a tiny bit. So we've got, let's say, 1895 to 1920. This man,
1910. My bad.
15-year career makes more sense.
So the man you met tonight claims that his father was the paper boy for Honus Wagner.
Yeah, I mean, Honus Wagner died in like 1950. So he was the paper boy.
How old was the man you met tonight, would you say?
Yes, let's like
200 years old.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I interrupt you for a second to ask about the Pirates and the Pirates uniform and the hats? The hats are special, right? The retro hats.
They don't have
like
the same ones anymore.
No,
I know,
no,
but the retro ones, were they the only ones that had the like tuna can hat?
Yes,
flat
yes,
top.
they were. Yes, they were.
They were the only ones. And where did that come from, and why? And why did they stick with it? And what's the whole deal with that?
Jay, why do you go down these rabbit holes? I don't know.
Yeah.
This is what I do. They were the only team.
I did
the
not.
only team in America that did that hat.
I did not dig that deep. I'm sorry. I don't know.
But no, they do have that unique. Not only a unique design, but the hat itself was different.
It was very different. It was not even like a baseball cap.
Yeah, it's not a dome. It was like a tuna can. It was a perfect cylinder with a flat top.
I think that's kind of why they sucked for a long time.
But you didn't even ask Honus Wagner's paperboy's son, like, what was the deal with the caps?
Right, he could have got.
You had a
I know.
A streak into history.
I know.
You had a view into history.
I had a portal right there.
Portal
for me.
Yeah.
At least, John, let me say thank you for your Honus bonus.
Well, I will say,
rhyme.
I just want to close with this. Some very famous
He's just moving
pirates.
right past it like it's nothing.
I'm not even looking at my Honus.
Not acknowledging his failure at all. That's the spirit.
No
That's
way.
the pirate spirit.
Yeah, damn right.
Sail on.
But here's some famous pirates. And Kyle, you might know some of these names.
Okay.
Jay,
okay.
you might too.
Possible, but doubtful.
Roberto Clemente.
I've heard that name.
Sure,
yes.
sure. Clemente.
Roberto Clemente, very famous.
Anybody knows that.
Honus Wagner.
No,
I learned that from you moments ago.
Okay, here's one of my favorites. Pie Trainer.
Oh, how do you spell pie?
How do you fucking think you spell pie?
I don't know.
P-I-E. P-I-E.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Pie.
well, there's also
it's a fucking pie.
There's also the first syllable of the word pirates, which does not include an E.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could be PI because he might be named after pirates.
Could be a symbol.
Mr. You sanctimonious asshole. Why are you being like this?
Why am I on this podcast anymore?
Yeah.
How about Willie Stargell?
Yes, heard that name growing up. I don't know what he played and
All right,
what he did.
now here's two I know you've heard of, Kyle.
Okay.
Barry Bonds.
Yep. Roids. Didn't he do the roids? PH.
Didn't he do the roid?
PIDs.
It turns out roids will cure you of syphilis.
Oh, good job. Yeah, home runs and syphilis free.
Those are the only known cures to syphilis, a gold earring or steroids. You got to do either
And a lot of
one.
home runs. Home runs cures all syphilis.
See if you know this last one. Kyle, ready?
Ready?
Doug Drabeck.
I remember the name Drabeck.
He was a pitcher for the Astros for a while.
Oh,
Wow.
I thought he was a pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
He was. He also pitched for the Astros.
Oh, good. So I was on track.
Good job. But anyway, so the Pittsburgh Pirates also, for many, many years, have had the lowest payroll of any baseball team.
Oh, okay.
That's terrible.
I mean,
why?
Pittsburgh is smaller than Philadelphia, obviously, and so I can't imagine they have that market money that a giant city has. They're more of the, San Antonio Spurs as opposed to
Yeah, but they've got the Pittsburgh Steelers. They've got something, and the
True.
Pittsburgh Penguins. They've got three big teams that
Franchises.
play.
It's obviously a sports
big franchises.
mecca. Yeah. Okay.
Dude, I will tell you this, and I mean this in all sincerity, for all those listeners out
For
there.
once.
Pittsburgh is a great town.
It's
Tell
beautiful.
us, would you please?
I was expecting. I grew up in the in the 70s. I was a Cowboys fan, and Pittsburgh was the devil. Right. This is Staubach versus what's his nuts, Terry Bradshaw, and that was my upbringing. And all they showed were smokestacks and steel mills. And then when I went there later in life, and I go, oh, this place is gorgeous. I mean, Terry Bradshaw is still out there making an ass of himself on TV. I'll take Staubach all day.
Only because he's a huge ass. He actually has a huge ass.
But he's not from there. He's like, what, Mississippi or something?
I don't know where he's from, man. I know. But anyway, yeah, it's a beautiful city. And one day, what I hope to do is to broadcast Bottom of the Barrel live from Pittsburgh. That would be fun.
That's about enough of that. Let's take a quick break.
Hey, you over there.
Who, me?
Yeah, you, the fella just having a good time living his life. Is that your home?
Why, yes, it is my home.
Is that a concrete foundation I see there?
Huh? Oh, it sure is.
Well, did you know that over time, the very ground beneath your home can shift and move around? Sinkholes are happening all over the earth.
Oh, gosh. What does that mean for me?
Great question. It means you need to protect yourself from what we like to call foundation failure.
Foundation failure? That sounds serious.
Oh, it is, my friend. And most recently, foundation failure has been scientifically proven to be the #1 leading cause of foundation failure.
Go, no. Well, what can I do to protect myself?
I'm so glad you asked that question. You're a smart guy, right?
Huh?
Well, as a smart guy, you know you shouldn't just wait for something as potentially catastrophic as foundation failure to destroy your home and financially ruin you and your family. You are a family man, right?
Well, yeah.
I thought so. A smart homeowner family man like you knows that foundation failure is the invisible threat lurking right beneath our very feet, and you gotta protect yourself.
Yeah, I sure do.
See, I told you you're a smart fella. Well, I come with great news, good buddy. Right now, I can get you and your entire family home protected for cheaper than ever before.
Go, wow.
Thanks to recent changes in the market, for the first time ever, I can personally get you full foundation failure protection for just $200 a month.
Go, I don't know.
And like I said, for something as serious as you consider foundation failure, it's the least a so-called family man can do for your beautiful family. And at such a bargain, too.
How much was that again?
A smart guy like you knows that for just $300 a month, your entire home will be covered, should it suffer from foundation failure due to a sinkhole.
I heard they're happening all over the world.
Think about it. If in just 2 months from now, one of these lurking invisible threats swallows your home and family, you will get a big fat check for the cost of your entire family home. For what, $900?
Incredible. How do I sign up?
Well, you just sign right here and start reaping the benefits of Foundation Failure Protection. Unlike your big fat stupid neighbor across the street, he doesn't seem to be the smart family fella you are.
You need my social security number?
Can't be too careful these days, my friend. Lots of tricks out there.
Okay, there you go.
You have made a wise decision today, sir, and you have sent a message to the world and to your neighbor that this big fat family man will not be made a fool of.
No,
this family man and his family home is protected. Protected from the invisible, imperceptible, and inadmissible perils of Foundation failure.
Fuck yeah!
Welcome back to the bottom of the barrel, already in progress.
So that's pretty much all I got, fellas, on the Pittsburgh Pirates. I believe, Jay,
Well, very cool.
if I were running the marathon, I would be handing the baton off to you.
Good. This is the best marathon we've ever run together. Already, like we are poised for gold medals, every one of us. I did want to talk about lovable pirates. We've already talked about the romanticization of pirates. And I think with the idea that we already talked about privateers, which are like sanctioned pirates. So like if you're a resident of the country of England and England has some sanctioned pirates, you'd be rooting for those guys because they're fighting other countries. So like there are reasons to be like rooting for pirates. And I brought this term up like pirates of convenience or pirates with benefits. Like sometimes there's a reason to like align with a pirate. And as mentioned earlier by John Suezi, Jean Lafitte is maybe the most famous pirate of convenience. Jean Lafitte had a brother. John, you know a little something about Jean Lafitte. Do you know the brother's name?
Bob?
It was Bob
Lafitte. I love it.
Bob Pierre Lafitte. He went by his middle name, Pierre. But Jean and Pierre Lafitte, their place of birth is a little murky. It was either France itself or the French colony in the Caribbean. But they came up in the early 1800s. So interesting to the idea of pirates was the golden age of pirates was earlier. It was like between the 1620s and the 1730s. Correct. And by the 1730s, the British Navy had pretty well finally wiped them out. Like between Britain and France, they were really focused on, it was expensive endeavor, but the British and French navies really wanted to wipe out pirates, and they
had to clear the trade lanes.
Yeah. However, what history tells us, there was a short reprise of piracy in the early 1800s, from 1850 to 1830.
Did they think like, oh, piracy's gone, everyone. We did it. We got rid of piracy.
It's a lot like syphilis. Like, we've cured syphilis. It'll never come back ever.
Piracy and
Congratulations.
syphilis are gone. Hooray.
Yay, polio's gone.
Yeah, like we recently had an outbreak of measles not too many years ago. Measles? Really? It's back again. Piracy had a short reprise in the early 1800s, aligned with Jean Lafitte and the War of 1812 between U.S. and Britain. Who would have figured
that again? When was the War of 1812? It's an old classic. Come on, guys.
No, it was between 1812 and 1815, actually. It was a 3-year war.
Yes,
I'm sorry, you asked the question.
Yeah, down in the Gulf of Mexico.
There's a song that begins down in the Gulf of Mexico, isn't there? It's not important right now, but I think it's a sea shanty. Jean Lafitte and his brother Pierre were of some French lineage, and in their mid-20s, they were basically just classic smugglers Just good old boys smuggling goods from Europe into the U.S. because, as you might know, the U.S. and Britain were not on good terms around that time in the early 1800s for reasons. And so the British had placed embargoes on imported goods to the U.S., and so smugglers were pretty popular. Like the guys that could bring luxury goods from Europe to the U.S. under the British's noses would be pretty well regarded. Like, thanks for bringing us this good stuff from Europe, which we couldn't otherwise get because the British are big dickholes.
Yep.
And
That's what I hear.
The Lafitte brothers operated this warehouse in New Orleans. It was great. And the residents of New Orleans were pretty happy with them. But in early 1800s, in 1807, U.S. Enacted the Embargo Act, which was mostly meant to prohibit trade with the UK. 1807. The Embargo Act was put into place, but it also impacted the smugglers. The U.S. Navy was kind of patrolling the coast. They didn't want to let any ships in with any British goods because they're mad at Britain. And so this was a problem for smugglers as well. And so this act forced the Laffittes to move from New Orleans, where their base was, to the lower island of Barataria. South, officially part of, it's now a part of the U.S.
Barbados, or where? What is that?
Barataria. It's one of, if you look at a map of New Orleans, south of New Orleans, there are about 200 islands.
Like right south of.
Yeah, immediately south.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so many little islands and islets and tiny little an island this big, but also bigger ones. So Barataria was one of those, and they settled there and put their operation there, and that went great. And so they did their privateering and they did their smuggling, and they were very successful. In 1812, which you might remember was the beginning of the War of what's that year again? The War of 1812.
Cool.
They brothers wanted to expand, purchase a schooner, hired a captain, but they did not have an official commission from one of the governments. So they weren't privateers. Yeah. They were now a pirate ship. And so they were like, well, we're pirates. We might as well behave like pirates. And so they captured at some point a British ship in January of 1813. Huge profit. They were pirates now, but they had a good reputation for treating the captured crews very well, not murdering them or enslaving them, trying to return them to their crews as best they could. Okay. In June of 1812, the U.S. declared war officially on Great Britain. Britain had a powerful navy at the time. The U.S. did not. So they were enlisting private ships, issuing these letters of marque that we talked about before to help them attack the British Navy as much as they could, take out those ships. And so that's where I got the kind of intel, Kyle, about the Americans were hiring these private ships, giving letters of marque and being like, guys, if you capture a British ship, take everything you want. Yeah. As long as you take them out, bring the ship back to us. You take all the cargo and the goodies and the bananas, all the buried bananas.
We were just in different time zones, periods of history.
Yeah. So I think it was maybe in this time after the Golden Age, where the letters of marque meant if you guys capture an enemy ship, bring the ship to us so we know you got it, and we know that the enemy guys are down a ship. That'll be great. But you guys take all the booty. So
booty.
So relations with the Laffittes and the governor of Louisiana were complicated. Pierre Lafitte, the brother, was arrested and jailed on charges of piracy in November of 1812. So he was imprisoned for a couple years.
That's got to suck, though, for them. I mean, they're like, fellas, we're helping you out.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you arresting us? What have we done wrong?
So great question.
Yeah,
The deal was they had a relationship with Louisiana, and they had a different relationship with the federal government of the new United States. So the new United States was like, we don't like these pirates. We don't like these Baratarian privateers and stuff. Like, they're making us look bad. But the government, the governor of Louisiana was like, you're keeping our shore clear of the bad guys.
Right.
Like, that's nice. So there was a little conflict between the governor of Louisiana and the president of the United States. They had different opinions on things. And this that ended there. This has never happened where a governor of a certain state disagrees with the president of the United States. Everyone is perfectly aligned these days. But back then, then it was a little different. So the
Who
war
had the most syphilis?
It was a big competition at the time.
Damn right
the
it
most
was.
syphilis.
I've got more syphilis than you.
And get this bushel of bananas. So the war was in full swing in September 1814. Jean Lafitte was contacted by the British, who had established bases in the Gulf of Mexico. They knew he was a major force in the Gulf, and
he probably owns that water area. You know, it's
basically yes, yeah. He basically did. So the British were like, if we can get this guy on our side, he could help us in this war. And so they offered him like good shit, like money, kind of governorships in their British colonies, which they planned to get back. And so he was tempted, but to get his brother out of jail, he offered the governor of Louisiana help with defending the coast of Louisiana, where his brother was in prison.
He was playing both sides. He was totally playing both sides.
Oh, yeah. And it's almost like the government themselves were acting like pirates.
Okay. Anyway,
opportunistic taking
the governor of Louisiana was open to this idea, and he was like, "Yeah, buddy, you bet. Yeah, I like this idea." And so Pierre Lafitte miraculously escaped jail, but unbeknownst to Washington D.C., who went ahead and attacked Barataria, this island south of New Orleans. They wanted to eradicate the pirates, so the governor of Louisiana was on Lafitte's side. The president of the United States was not on Lafitte's side, and they attacked the Lafitte's home base in Barataria, south of New Orleans. They took several ships. They captured a bunch of Lafitte's pirates, but Lafitte escaped. So
nice.
In advance, the Battle of New Orleans was coming up. It was going to be late 1814, early 1815. Battle of New Orleans, big deal in the War of 1812. The governor of Louisiana contacted General Andrew Jackson. And he was like, bro, the British are going to attack New Orleans. We are very poorly defended. We need help. We have some in the form of these local guys, the Lafitte brothers, and all their pirates. I recommend highly that you deal with them so that they can help us out. Andrew Jackson was like, I'm coming down to New Orleans to see what it's like. Andrew Jackson came to New Orleans. He was like, let's have a look at what we got here, boys. Oh, damn. We have nothing. We have 2 ships and about 200 men. Who are those pirates you said you had again?
Yeah.
And so the governor of Louisiana was like, please meet the Lafitte brothers. And so Andrew Jackson met Jean Lafitte, and they came up with a deal.
That's awesome. The president, or not the president yet.
Not yet, but it was going to be. He was general at the time. And so they were like, let's work out a deal. You help us out. I'll pardon all your boys. win the war for us, and basically
I'll
they
give you the
did.
cure for syphilis.
I sure hope so. They
We'll
really
win
need
the war
it by now.
and give you all these buried bananas. And so basically they did. The Lafitte brothers and their Barataria pirates basically won the Battle of New Orleans in January of 1815.
Awesome.
They were all given pardons. They were given commendations. They were like heroes. They were heroes of the country. And so Jean Lafitte was then able to go set up a colony in Galveston called Campeche.
Yes.
And,
Yes,
and
of course.
and lived happily ever after. He was like a zillionaire in kind
You
of.
know why? Because he found his own buried treasure.
Yeah,
So.
he sure did. But yeah,
yeah,
he was allowed to set up a colony and privateer all he wanted. He got tons of gold. Like
He was
back-
like, yeah. It's like, dude, you saved us. Do whatever the F you want. We
Yeah.
don't care. We're just giving
Well,
you free
that's
reign now.
and that's where privateering started. Was do whatever the hell you want. Just take these boats, bring it back. We'll give you a quarter of it. But so many of them did not bring it back. Just said, "Cool." Just took out a Spanish schooner and bye. But they took out a Spanish boat. So they.
But
so the
in
English were
Jean
cool with it.
Lafitte's in Jean Lafitte's case, it was more than just, hey, take out a boat. It was like, yeah, you just saved the fucking country
Yeah.
from
yeah,
certain takeover.
yeah. Let him do what he wants. So he was, he was a hero. And in his early days in Galveston, he was bringing in like roughly in those dollars about $2 million a year. Which translated to today is like 40 million a year. So he was living the high
Dang.
life. And I don't know what happened next, but I presume it's a happy ending for sure.
Well, I can tell you what happened next. He opened up. He opened up what's called Jean Lafitte's blacksmith shop in New Orleans.
Okay.
It's a bar.
Oh, is this real?
that makes sense. A blacksmith
I mean,
shop.
there
it's-
is a
it's-
Jean
it's-
Lafitte's.
It's at the end of Bourbon Street.
I mean, I've been there. Isn't it the oldest
he open
bar?
it up?
Too. I've been there
Did he-
too. Yeah, it's
Did
a
he
real
open
bar.
it up as a bar or as a blacksmith shop?
That I don't know. That's open to another.
Historical debate. He
Historical debate.
He
Yes.
was happily living in Galveston, rolling in gold, and he wanted to open something up in New Orleans.
I think somebody just said, "Let's open up Jean Lafitte's blacksmith."
To get back to our
good
roots
stuff.
in New Orleans.
Yeah, let's just say
Barataria.
this is. Let's just say. I mean, this guy was named Felix, but we're going to call it Jean Lafitte's blacksmith shop. Felix
no
doesn't
better.
have a ring. No.
Yeah. I mean, Felix is the best blacksmith in town, but it's not good branding.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Felix's blacksmith shop. Yeah. So,
Pretty
yeah.
typical. So that's Jean Lafitte. He's one of the most lovable pirates in history. Like people
Indeed.
rallied around
Indeed.
him, certainly in the United States of America. And that was kind of my point from earlier. Like we in the US at least, we kind of love pirates. Like we like the idea of pirates. And I wonder if in other countries they feel the same way. Maybe or maybe they don't. Like with obviously Disney is a global force, and when they released Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp, who was robbed of an Oscar, like obviously across the world people enjoyed his performance, but without Hollywood movies, is there a lore of piracy across the globe? Where like
but
in
see-
Indonesia, like we love pirates as much as you do.
Yeah,
no, they
right.
don't. No. In fact, Jay, Captain Roberts, Tom Hanks movie,
Yes.
not so fancy on the pirates. The Somalian
Right.
pirates, the East African, all those
yeah.
pirates that,
I mean-
that, you know. I remember when I did work for Shell. He was doing video work for Shell, the oil company. And I was attending a seminar, like we were videotaping it. And they were talking about how just doing business in that part of Africa, dealing with pirates was just part of the norm. It's what you deal with. You're going to give up. They're going to hack your lines. They're going to steal your stuff.
Part of your shipment is not going to make it.
You're going to produce 100% oil out of the ground, but the pirates are going to take 15% or whatever it was.
This is John making up a number, by the way.
That's part of doing business in that part of the world. You just have to deal with it.
What was the name of that Tom Hanks movie again?
Is it not Captain Roberts?
It's not Captain Roberts. I just wanted to
that was
the dread pirate Roberts.
What was it, Captain? What was it? What was the name of the movie then, Jay?
Phillips, Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips, yeah.
I am the captain now. I am the captain now.
Mm-hmm. Captain Roberts, I think, is a Henry Fonda thing. Anyway,
that sounds
I was going
believable
for Princess Bride, but you can choose your own.
That's
the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yeah, right. Because
you'd make an excellent Dread Pirate Roberts, I can tell you that. Kyle, does your history of pirates come into the modern day and how piracy exists?
No, I did not cover any. Yeah, I didn't cover any of the modern stuff other than just that, yes, it's still going on. And
that's mainly because most of the pirates that Kyle covered all died from syphilis.
Yeah.
And they're not around.
I saw read an amazing quote, and it was, where there is trade, there is the opportunity for piracy. Mm-hmm. And so there's always trade.
So this is an interesting idea. Like sometimes some of us attend anime conventions, and sometimes there'll be some barter. Like if we have a booth and we're offering up autographed prints or something, and if somebody comes along with an amazing cosplay of one of our characters, and we were like, "Hey, let's take a photo together, and I'll give you a free print." It's like barter, which is trade. And who pirates those transactions? Kyle Jones.
LimeWire.
Done. Today piracy is gone, except for on the coast of Somalia. So well done, everyone. Somalia has eradicated syphilis, but if it ever came back, and I'm not suggesting anyone should, but if it did, syphilis could wipe out Somalian piracy.
And you call in Lars Ulrich, and he will save the day. Piracy will be, eradicated. That's the
I don't know what that
drummer
means.
of,
I'm going to go
Metallica.
with syphilis will eradicate piracy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I said. And then Kyle talked about Lars Ulrich of Metallica for reasons.
Wow, yeah.
He was the Napster, went against Napster, Metallica guy.
Napster
Do we not
was
remember
pirates.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah, pirating music.
IP
and,
piracy. We didn't even talk about IP
video
piracy.
pirates of the 80s.
The BitTorrent?
Oh, dear God.
I will tell you one
term.
time I was getting a haircut.
Oh, no. Not recently.
No, this is my favorite story. Go ahead, please. My barber was Norm MacDonald. I'm sorry.
I was getting a haircut, and it was a good barber, and she had a good barber shop, and people in the barber shop often talked to each other. And there was one gentleman who just said, he just went on and on about, "Oh, well, let me tell you, once I'm done with my haircut, I'm going back to my house, and I'm going to watch a movie." And he named the movie.
Oh.
And I said, "Really? How are you going to watch that movie? I think it's still in theaters." He goes, "Oh, well, don't worry about that, my friend. You see, I've got this thing I bought at Best Buy, and I can access any movies or TV shows I want around the world."
Yeah, descramblers or whatever they call them.
Sometimes they're in Russian. Sometimes they're in German. Sometimes they're in Russian with English subtitles. Sometimes they're in English dubbing with German subtitles. It doesn't matter. But I have access to all of this. And I said,
Yeah, okay.
oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I just want to tell you something. I work in the industry. I'm in the anime industry, and while you may not be doing this to me particularly, I think what you're doing is what's called pirating. You're stealing material. You're taking something that's not yours, and you're doing it for your own benefit. You're stealing.
Right.
You're pirating. And I got a little verklempt about it.
No.
And he looked at me and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I never thought of it like that."
Well, he was a pussy then. He wasn't a pirate.
No,
God
Kyle,
damn it! You fucked my whole story up.
Kyle,
God, fuck
you're
you.
wrong. Kyle,
God
you're
damn it.
wrong. It wasn't syphilis that ended piracy. It was John Swayze that ended piracy.
Swayze. Thank you, John.
Could I just finish my story?
Okay.
Can we get a vote on this? Here, let me flip a coin. I've got a coin.
He goes.
Hold on.
He goes.
Did the guy have an accent?
He goes.
Who was?
You didn't. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so like I said, I didn't know I was really great. Oh, fuck you both. God damn it.
I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person. I'm
No,
going to
you're
go buy a
both a
movie
terrible
ticket.
person.
I'm going to go buy a movie ticket to 8 seconds right now.
I'm sorry.
Sons of
I'm going to
bitches.
go buy a DVD of Dazed and Confused at my local Blockbuster right away.
Man.
Sorry, wrong Mr. Pickford altogether.
Here's a bundle of bananas and syphilis for you, son. My apologies. So we were on the topic of lovable pirates, and
Ray was blind because he had a patch over his eye.
he was blind as a bat, he was. You often thought that parrots lived on the pirate's shoulders. It was bats, you see. They were blind as well. In only one eye. Wore an eye patch, you see. Yes, it's what happened. We were talking about lovable pirates. Okay. Pirates of convenience. And
Yes.
There are other lovable pirates. One of the most lovable pirates after Jean Lafitte, after Captain Jack Sparrow, is Crocodile. Has anyone heard of the pirate Crocodile? He's from a show. You might not know it. It's from a show called
Jay Hickman.
It's from a show called One
Love you,
Piece.
John.
Is he not a
Swayze.
pirate? Is he not a pirate?
Sorry, I've got the wrong shirt on. He is
The
a
character
pirate.
Crocodile is a pirate.
Crocodile
correct?
is a pirate. Yes.
Yes,
I
he
So
thought
Crocodile.
so. He's lovable. People like
From
him
One Piece.
very
I
much.
like
Yes,
him.
they do. Yes, they do, Jay.
I know. That's why I brought him up.
What does he sound like, John Swayze?
Arr. Now, but he does have the growl. He's like, I'm Crocodile. Now you can go suck it.
What's his background? What's his backstory? Like, what? How did he get into
Well,
piracy?
not many people know, but many think that he is actually Luffy's mother.
No way! Come on, dude.
Mother.
Yeah, that's a huge internet thing. They think that Crocodile had a sex change operation, and he is actually Luffy's mother.
You heard it here first, or 37th, folks.
Wow.
Not first, baby. This has been around.
I just said
forever.
37th. I just said 37th. Did everyone?
John-
did everybody hear that? Okay.
So for our listener at home, John voices a character in One Piece.
Named Sir Crocodile. Yes.
Wait, what?
And
This is news to me. I just brought him up because I researched
I
him
know,
as a
it's
list
crazy.
of lovable pirates, and Crocodile was one of them. Wait, it's you do that voice?
I do, Jim. Yes, I do.
Oh, snap. All right, go ahead.
Oh, that's all there is.
Anyway, other
He
than
does not have syphilis, by the way.
Where does he, other than
Prove
the
it.
potential of him being Luffy's mother, where does he come from? What is his origin? How did he get into the career? How does he make his annual salary? Like, what does he like to do for fun? What's the deal with Crocodile?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Interesting. You should say this. There are a couple other characters in the anime One Piece that are pirates. One of them
And
is
lovable.
named Chu. He's a fishman pirate. And one of them is named Hamo.
Wait,
Hammond.
could that
He's a
be you? Is that you?
Oh, yeah. I actually play those characters. They are fishmen
Oh,
pirates. And
yeah.
I know something about them. Like, I know I have some backstory on them.
What were their parents like?
Yeah.
Tell me what their parents were like.
Loving.
And
Loving and supportive. In the case of Chu, he's a blue fish man, and his parents were blue and green. They were like cichlids. They were both cichlids. One was a blue
Is that
cichlid and one
purple?
was a green cichlid. What?
what's green and blue? What does green and blue get you? Brown?
Teal?
Purple? I don't know. I don't know.
Are you
I don't know.
kidding me? Are you
I'm
joking
colorblind.
right now?
I'm colorblind. I don't know.
You're in the advertising industry. Have
You
you
wouldn't
ever,
even know what the answer meant then if you are colorblind.
Why'd you rather asking me?
Well, I was throwing it
Anyway.
out there. I don't know.
His parents were brown, and that resulted in him being vibrant blue, which,
Of course.
as a colorblind person, would make perfect sense to you. And his mother was very into horticulture, and his father was very much into firearms and piracy. And what resulted was a very sensitive young
awful.
boy. Oh.
This is all terrible.
Where are we going with pirates? How is this dealing with pirates at all?
It's a show about pirates.
Yeah, Chu was
okay,
was a
that's-
fishman pirate, and you asked me about his origin, and suddenly, upon giving you his origin story, Kyle said it's awful. So anyway, let's just end with a sea shanty, shall we? Yo ho ho, a pirate's life for me. Buzzing the free. Kyle Jones, do you remember the end of the song "Professional Pirates" from the Muppets Treasure Island movie?
I'm trying to remember the song. Oh gosh. If someone can look up the soundtrack of that would be so great. But in the meantime, John Swayze, I have a question for you involving One Piece, where you play Crocodile, correct?
Yes.
Do you remember coming across another villain who was an ice skating villain? Another pirate named Salcow?
Is that you? Is that you, Kyle?
That's me. Yes. Oh my god.
Whoa, dude, bro. Son of a bitch. We're all three in one piece?
Yeah, I was in
Damn
the
it.
300s somewhere. as
One
an
of the
ice
most
skating
famous,
bad guy.
other than The Legend of Moby Dick, one of the most famous pirate animes that ever there was.
Wow, wow, wow.
Indeed.
Wow.
Well,
Thanks,
guys,
John.
I think
Oh, he's doing that thing.
Oh, John's starting to think. Let me stop you there, John. Let me stop you there. We talked about the possibility of a sea shanty, and I'm not going to ask anyone to do anything they're not prepared for. However, comma,
Yeah.
less than 2 minutes ago, I mentioned Muppet Treasure Island.
Yes.
There is a famous musical number from Long John Silver who is played by Tim Curry. It's an incredible song. If you all or our listeners have not seen it, treat yourselves. 1996 Muppet Treasure Island is a modern adaptation of the famous,
Of course.
Lewis-
With Muppets.
with Muppets. But Tim Curry, who
Yeah,
is
he
like
steals the show.
slays, like
the best.
And
Tim Curry's the best.
And
He
this
has
is our
one-
first Muppet movie without Jim Henson. We have
Talk
just
about
lost
that.
Jim Henson.
Would you talk about that, please? A little bit, just a little bit.
All right. Well, Jim Henson had just passed away. He had already, I don't know if they started, I don't think he had started writing this. So his son fills in as Kermit.
Flawlessly. I've listened
it was
to.
great. Well, I wouldn't say, I can't call it flawed, but it's just not Jim Henson doing it.
Okay. It's a Henson, though.
That's why Tim Curry steals the show, because Jim Henson as Kermit probably would have held what do we call it?
I don't know, bro.
I'm not- I'm not gonna.
All right.
I'm not going to put down Tim Curry, because he's amazing, and he's really amazing in that movie, and he kind of saves it.
I would say he steals the show because he's Tim Curry, not because Kermit was lacking. Like, for me, the Kermit was just
For
what
me,
Kermit needed to
Kermit
be.
was not the song I was talking about earlier. Cabin Fever.
Okay.
We've all got cabin fever.
For me, the song is Tim Curry's, and I haven't seen the whole film. In research
What
for
the
this episode, I'm sorry. It was Kyle. It was 1996. I was very busy. I had met John. I had met John Swayze 1 year prior, 1995.
The guy from Ray?
Yes, I had met the guy from Ray 1 year prior in 1995. So 1 year later, my world was on fire. Like
I
John
believe
Swayze
it.
was like, Jay, you want to do this amazing thing? Jay, you want to do this amazing thing? Jay, we're friends now. We can do all these amazing things. Jay, would you like to meet Bob Odenkirk? Like my world was,
I would already
my world
beat him
was
out of
spinning out of control.
I would already beat him out of Moby Dick.
Wrong Mr. Odenkirk altogether.
John was like, hey, would you like to meet the real Mr. Odenkirk? I was like, 1986, I had lots of things going on, most of them related to John Swayze. I didn't have time to see a Muppet movie. I'm
enough.
sorry. But 20 years later, I was able to catch up. And so I saw Tim Curry as Long John Silver, and got Tam. He was
he's
great. And if you will permit me, I will recreate as best as I can in real time the last like 20 seconds of the song. So the song is the song is called Professional Pirates. It is gorgeous. The movie was scored by Kyle Jones. You know this?
Raposo?
John Williams.
Joe Raposo? It's not Joe Raposo.
No, it's Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, who did Pirates of the Caribbean. He also scored this movie before the first Johnny Depp Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes,
he had
way
done a pirate movie, and guess what? They're a similar
It was a
theme.
Muppets,
Okay.
But it was it was beautiful music, like really great
Well,
music.
he's great. Zimmer's great.
Yeah, Zimmer's amazing. But Zimmer doing Pirates is extra amazing.
I'm going to make this proclamation.
Uh-oh.
Jay, close us out with this song.
Oh.
Because I don't think we're going to come back from this.
I don't think
I have
so.
a proclamation as well before you do the song. Jay, John has syphilis.
Oh, John,
sing
you
the
should have
song.
told me. I've had a gold earring. I've had a gold earring in my underwear drawer
Wow.
for
I've
the
had
last
a
2
gold-
years. I could have
Smart.
given it to you anytime. You should have
So
told
smart.
me. Oh, John. Oh, John.
I've had a gold earring in my underwear, so it's not helping.
It's called Prince
Jay.
Albert.
the
Jay?
metallurgy has changed in modern era, Kyle. You
And
you
that's not
probably
your
knew this
ear either.
as a metallurgist.
Jay,
Okay.
give it to us,
May I?
please.
This is not officially a sea shanty, but it's pretty danged close. And it is a
take
beautiful
it.
piece of music. It's from the movie Muppets Treasure Island. It's called Professional Pirates. This is like the last 20 seconds, the most glorious part of the song. This is going to be awkward because I'll be singing from a video kind of translating in real time, but I think I can pull it off.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
And when you're a professional pirate, you'll be honest, brave, and free. Sold of decency. You'll be loyal and fair and on the square. Something decency. We are professional pirates. You're always in good company.
Wow.
Ba 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 ba.
Good company indeed. You guys. Me mateys. Me hearties.
Didn't really think
Arr,
that's how we were going to
hearties.
end the show, but I think that's how we end the show.
I think this is where it's going to have to be, or we continue without
No.
our first mate.
Yeah. That is something.
Here, let me
Well,
do my
Jay-
John Swayze. Let me do my John Swayze impersonation, but real quick. So earlier, I thought we would end the show with Jay singing 4 measures of a she shanty, and I've changed my mind. We should end it different. That was not great.
Oh, that wasn't the way? Yeah. No, there were
Here's
some
4
holes.
measures.
Here's a video of me stealing a baseball from a child at the Pirates game tonight.
There's so many of those these days.
They
That's
really
so-
are very popular.
Yeah, well, how come that keeps happening? Like, here's the new asshole of the baseball world of
is that a new
stealing
thing?
a baseball from a child.
Oh, it's a very much a thing.
Oh, I've got to go
John.
see that. I haven't seen that. No, I didn't.
Oh, my
do
God.
that.
Which
yeah, it's-
one? Which one you
I think-
want?
I think every video that displays, people are like, "Oh, you can steal a baseball from a child at a baseball stadium and get away scot-free." Like, oh, that's for me. I think
How easy is that?
like no one can find me out.
What a pirate.
What a pirate, fellas! I think we did it. I think we crushed it. I think we plundered that topic plenty well.
This episode, then, is done.
This episode is walking the plank.
Let's bring her ashore, me mateys.
Well, we did it. We finally hit bottom. I knew we would. Thanks, everybody. If you'd like to learn more about this finely distilled product, visit bottomofthebarrelpodcast.com, where you can find our previous episodes, merch, and even some Patreon options. If you want to tell us how smart we are or how stupid we are, or if you have a topic you want us to dive into, hit us up on our socials. Bottom of the Barrel Podcast is on Instagram, X, and YouTube. Special thanks go out to our audio production guru, Dave Lasco, our beloved manager and punching bag, Olivia Swayze, and Jonathan Benjamin. Take care.